So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Happy Monday. Come on in. So nice to have you. It is Memorial Day 2025 here in the United States of America. A lot of folks sometimes get confused or don't know or don't remember what Memorial Day is, but we celebrate our fallen heroes today, honoring the heroes that served our country, the heroes that sacrificed their lives, that died. It reminds us of the high price of freedom and the debt of gratitude that we owe to those people who made the ultimate sacrifice. If you got a few minutes today, pause and reflect on that just a moment. If you see somebody who's actively serving or retired and still here, thank them. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. How are you? Good to have you here today. A little boost today. Boost is an interesting phrase. It's just a little boost here or there. I have learned over time, come here real close, okay? I've learned over time this. I've done a lot of coaching over the years. I've talked to tens of thousands of people. And I know we're all looking for the big change in our life. We always are, and I am too. We always want the big thing to happen. But I got to tell you, it's those little itty-bitty things, those little changes, sometimes that little itty-bit of motivation, that little idea, the intonation in somebody's voice, the way they look at you, things like that, that make all the difference in the world. It changes everything. More than you think. And in most cases, when I meet people, somebody looked at them the bad way, and now they're, help me. We're going to change that today. So pay attention between the lines today. I got some good stuff for you all week long, actually. I'm taking all these years of coaching and all these years of what I've created and all my study, and I push it out to my coaching clients, and they push it back to me, and you're going to hear a bit of the result of that all week long. It's kind of fun to talk about this stuff because this is just really literally a couple of days old in terms of the feedback I'm getting. It's awesome stuff. By the way, you can get anything you want to know about me at motivationtomove.com. My free stuff, my paid stuff, my coaching, and just if you want to know about me, go over there and check it out, okay? So the phrase is, if you see it, you can change it. Do you believe that? If you see it, you can change it. If you become aware of something, you can change it. Does that make sense to you? Do you believe that? I think it's true. I really do. I think because a lot of times, we just don't see things. We're kind of blind to it. And when you're blind to what's really going on in your life, it's hard to make a change in anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if you're blind to the fact your car is low on oil, you're in trouble soon. If you're blind to the fact that you're not doing the job the boss expects you to do, if you don't see it, what's going to happen? It's not going to be good, is it? So if I can convince you that if you can see something clearly and understand it clearly for what it is, and yes, by the way, that's scary. I know it is. Isn't that crazy that way? It is scary sometimes. People don't want to look at it and see it, but information is power. Knowledge is power, but it takes the fear away as well. But I'm with you, man. I remember back in the day, I don't open too many emails or letters, mail these days. My wife doesn't let me. I don't even know where my mailbox is. It's out on the street someplace. But she opens it up. But I remember when I used to do it, particularly when I made no money, I didn't want to open an envelope. It was, ooh, scary. And sometimes I opened an envelope and it was good news. It's scary to do that, isn't it? If you see it, you can change it. So one of the things that we do all the time, one of the first things I do when I work with a client is we have to get them to a level of awareness. That's the very first thing I do. That's why I have my daily awareness diary template that you can get free at motivationmove.com. And some people don't want to do it. In fact, most people don't want to do it because it does take a little bit of time every day, about 9 minutes a day, just to kind of do it. But the truth is, if you don't stop and become aware of what's going on around you, you can't change it. Right now, you're not seeing it. You're just feeling it. You're not accepting it. So if I can get you to become aware of what's happening, the very first thing, become aware of it. And awareness is your power in everything. And you may think you're aware right now, but are you really? Because I can tell you this from tens of thousands of hours of coaching, that when people arrive on my Zoom call and we start talking, they are aware of one thing, but ultimately what they don't see is what is limiting them. The way you see that is you become aware. So what happens after that? Well, in our case, what we always do is this. It's a tactical process. We do that on today's show. We do that on all these shows, give you something tactical to work on. What we do is we take tactical and we apply it to things we don't like to do. So once you become aware of what you don't like, what's really bothering you, we tactically get a process, a system, something to do to go after it. I talked to a client just a few minutes ago. He said, I can't manage my day-to-day finances very well. Well, we've got a tactical system for doing that. I said, I'll send you the spreadsheets we use to do that. So if you deal with that problem, the result is you handle that. And now what do we get to do? We've handled something that we don't love. Finances being out of control. Boom, it's under control. What's the next thing we do? Well, we purposely hold space for what we've created, because when you tactically take care of the problem that's dogging you, you have space left in your life. Now, most of y'all, I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing at that guy over there. What happens is this. You take care of the big problems bugging you, the big fear you have of that thing, and suddenly you have this beautiful, nice, quiet, peaceful space, peaceful base, as we like to call it. You got this beautiful place, and then what do? Well, you fill it up with another problem. That's silly. So what we do is make you aware of the problem, give you a tactical way to get rid of that problem, and say, okay, it's fixed. Don't mess it up, right? It's real people talk right there. And then we move on to the next place that really is where it all gets fun. If you can see it, you can change it, right? You believe me yet? Become aware. Get a process to get rid of what you don't love to do, whatever the problem is, get it taken care of. Hold on to that space you've now created. Just hold it back. It's going to get filled up quickly if you let it, okay? And then what we do is this.
Study and play. Come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
This is the magic people don't understand. When we work together, we just take our time to do this stuff. This is what happens. Let me just cut to the chase and tell you what it is. Strategically, I want you to do more of what you love to do. Now, how do we get there? We're going to talk a little bit about this on tomorrow's show, but mostly what ends up happening is this. When you become aware, you get rid of the stuff you don't like to do, and you hold that space, suddenly you have time, and you kind of default into the things that are naturally you. When you get relaxed, when you don't have a problem in the world, what do? It's not some glamorous thing out there that you're looking to do. It's not, oh man, I'm going to travel the world and do all this crazy stuff. Yeah, that's fun. That's great. But that's typically not what makes people happy. It's much simpler than that. And so I mentioned the word peaceful base. So the thing is this, if we can become aware, if we can see what's going on, we can go through the process of changing it. We can tactically eliminate whatever is in our way. All the stuff we hate to do, don't like to do, shouldn't be doing, we're doing because we were told to do, and everybody said, what the hell are you doing that for? Get it out of our space. And then hold that space for what we want to do, even if we don't know what we want to do yet. Because it will appear when you make the space, when you relax, when you can breathe, when you can get down to a peaceful base, a place you go, man, okay, now I'm feeling like myself again. Now I feel like I can dream again. Now I can strategically figure out how to go make that happen. And if you hang around me long enough, we know what that is. That's explore the possibilities. Begin to do the things you think you might like. Give it a shot. See if it works. If it works, just keep doing it. Why would you stop? If it doesn't work, change it. Why would you keep doing it? Doesn't make any sense at all to me, does it? It is so simple, and it comes down to the very basics of life. And you'll hear so many people say that have figured it out. But how do you get there? How do you stop all the influx of influence coming at you all the time? It's crazy, huh? I just told you one way to do it. Tomorrow we'll do something else. We're going to figure out what you don't like, why it works better. Yes, I'm telling you right now, if you don't like something, if you start, it's negative. Don't start with the negative, start with the positive. I get it. I'm just telling you what I've always learned and what I've seen and what works best for people and the reason you get where you are. If you're screaming one day about your life, I can tell you it's not because of what you like, okay? It's what you don't like. So we'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, so come back to the show. It'll be fun. Big week this week, kind of fun week, vacation week. For so many people. MotivationToMove.com. You'll find out stuff there about me and other stuff too. Just go over there, okay?